Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Authentic Info Podcast. I'm your host, Admas Lejaw. The EFF is not showing some sort of trying to put more effort in supporting their Deputy President, Floyd Shivambu, in the recent matter where he was found guilty by the Parliamentary Committee of Ethics, where he was found guilty of receiving the amount of 180,000 rand from his brother's company, Skamega, which is linked to VBS. So the VBS matter is haunting him. The VBS matter has emerged again after quite some time. I think this matter has 5 years, where there was a list of people who benefited, companies that benefited from the looting that transpired in Venda, where we saw Floyd Shivambu's brother's company emerging as one of the companies that benefited at least 16 million rand. And they wanted to link the EFF leader, Julius Malema, and the deputy president of the EFF, Floyd Shivambu, because the company belongs to one of Shivambu's brothers. And it was later proven that the company is not directly linked to the EFF and it does not link the two. But recently it has emerged that Floyd might have benefited from the company that got some money from VBS. And we know that VBS is a company, it's a bank, a mutual bank from Venda, which I think was dissolved some time ago because of these shenanigans that transpired. But we know that that 16 million rand is not the only money which was looted from the bank. But there are some money, serious amounts, close to 2 billion rand, which was looted by Vele Investment. And there are more than companies that benefited from that. And a lot of them are ANC people. We saw them going to court and things like that. But it seems like the likes of Polyfan Vic want to use this matter to try and drag the EFF down. And we know that now we've entered a particular season, a season of madness in politics, where these funders of other political parties will use whatever they have, especially media tools, to destroy the EFF because the EFF doesn't seem to be on their side. And again, I know the EFF members are going to take me on this one. There is information that Julius Malema is aware of the plot against him by those who support Floyd Shivambu. And he is now going to continue to be taking out files against Shivambu in making sure that he is seen as someone who is not credible enough the way these academics are valuing him in the EFF. So it's a political game that is happening. And I know that he was sanctioned for 9 days' salary, and he earns more than 100,000 rand. I think it's 108,000 rand a month from Parliament. So if they sanction him a salary of 9 days for not disclosing that amount, because by the rules of Parliament, they are supposed to disclose monies that come, that the other monies that they receive, which do not come from Parliament. And I heard the EFF chairperson saying that the money that Floyd received was in the form of a loan and not a grant or some money which was just deposited into his account without reference. But it was some sort of a loan which he had to pay back. So we don't know whether he paid it back or not. And we know that this information comes from the FIC, and they didn't just make it up. They traced these finances and they ended up in Floyd Shivambu's account and his account, and they did not disclose that amount. So my problem now is the EFF, if it was the EFF that we knew of protecting its leaders, they should be on social media now disagreeing with everyone and everything that seeks to tarnish their deputy president's name. But it seems like there is a resistance from inside. There is a resistance from within that says to them, they must relax, hold your horses, and let Floyd fight this matter alone. because other analysts says that there is a faction in the EFF that seeks to see Floyd Shivambu as the actual leader of the party. And they say that these are academics. So are we going to see these academics winning the battle against Malema? Because those who support Malema are accused of being clowns. So are the clowns going to win or the academics? But Malema is very proud that he has never lost a conference and he is ready to take anyone who's going to contest him head on. And he assured the people on his recent interview with Sunday World that he has never lost a conference and he's not going to win. He is always working the ground and he trusts his people. So, which means whoever comes to try and challenge Malema is going to, that person must be ready to put on a good fight. And this person is going to be crushed because he referred to himself as Gautrain. And anything that comes in front of him is going to crush that thing. So we also know that he speaks about the permanent friendship, that in politics there are no permanent friends. And he also speaks about permanent enemies, that in politics there are no permanent enemies. So Floyd might be his friend, but when it comes to politics, that friendship can end anytime. And as soon as it ends, there will be a time when they will reunite and work together. So he gave examples of the previous leadership, which lost and left, others left, and then others remained, that they're still working together, giving an example of Dalimpofu and others. So he's saying that he is ready for contestation because in EFF constitution, all EFF positions are up for contestation, and he is aware and is ready and is available to continue to be the leader and CIC of the EFF. So are we going to see Floyd being crushed? Are we going to see more scandals from Floyd? I mean, from the media that we are not aware of? Are we going to see more secrets coming out, more shenanigans that implicate Floyd coming out and trying to prove to the public and the EFF that he is not saint? So this is Authentic Info Podcast. These are just my views. Let's engage. EFF members, I know you always take me head on. Let's engage in the comment section. Give me your views, guys. It's not a matter of hating on the EFF or its leaders or trying to divide them. We're trying to look into matters that are there, because there's no way that there's no one who is ambitious to take the EFF one day. Because if you don't have people who are readily available to lead the party, it means as soon as the leader dies, it dies with the party. It goes with it to the grave. So people must be willing to take up responsibilities, be tried and tested. So it's not a matter of trying to divide the EFF. The EFF is not going to have Malema forever. There will be times when we're going to lose Julius Malema. And even if it wins elections, unless if otherwise they decide to amend the constitution to have a president forever. But we know that in South Africa, it's only 2 terms, and 2 terms you go. So there's no way that we're going to have Malema forever. Either way, he will go down. This is Authentic Info Podcast. Let's engage in the comment section. Hit me. Let's go. Let's engage. Thank you.